Whew. Well, hello, my friends. Yes, I know it's been like, what, 3 days? 4 days? 4 days. No intro? Are you missing it? Are you really missing that intro? Well, I'm not. Um, Doing it this way with the camcorder just seems to be easier for me, quicker, and I am doing it straight through the computer. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I know the video quality is really crud, but it's easy for me to just boom, 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 and I can just get it done. So, um, yeah, hopefully it's not too bad, but it kind of is what it is at the moment. Mm, so bear with me. However, like I promised, I got something right here next to me. Super duper extra special. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but this is amazing. I have been wanting one of these and looking for one of these for a very long time. The only problem I have is I think this one needs to be serviced. I am talking about a Beta machine. This is not a Betamax machine. This is actually called a BetaVision. So Beta, the Beta is the tape. Um, let's see. Beta is the tape. This is come out. Give me a minute. This is Beta. Beta, this is the world. World, meet Beta. Beta is a prehistoric device. It uses analog technology, kind of like a VHS, but a little smaller and cuter, and, well, some would say a little better format, a little better quality. But you know what? It's kind of hard to judge, honestly, because you are not judging apples to apples, even though the apples look a lot alike. It's more like an orange to pear kind of thing. Anywho, this is a Beta, and it's smaller than a VHS, and it's cute, and it's adorable. I have wanted a Beta player for a long time, and they are very hard to find. You can go on Etsy, or not Etsy, eBay. You can go on eBay, and you can find them, but you're going to be spending a lot of money. I put the word out a couple years ago with a lot of my friends, and that I was looking for a Beta player, a VCR, basically, that plays Beta tapes. And I finally got what I was looking for. I have a buddy of mine that said, "Hey, you know what? I think you might like what I've got, and come on by, and I'll give it to you." So there's a difference between Beta and Beta Max. Beta Max was Sony, a brand name for Sony. Sony created the Beta Max. They created Beta, but Beta Max was licensed to Sony. Then there was other companies that came in. One in particular was Sears, Sears and Roebuck. They came up with what they call the Beta Vision, and it's the same thing. It's a Beta tape that is played, but it's played by just a different company, no different than Toshiba and Samsung. Like they're just different companies that produce the same thing. Well, my buddy, gosh, I love my buddy so much, gave me this right here. It is a Sears Beta. You can hardly see it. Beta Vision. Let me see on the top. Beta Vision. This is really cool. This guy uh, is still in the box. Now, it is, of course, come out of the box, and it's lived a little bit of a life outside the box. But uh, I'm going to do this opening with you. This is actually the second. This is the second time. I did open it up and pull it out of here once before, and played with it. But here, I'm going to set it down on my little table here because it's kind of difficult to do this. So inside this box, you will find an owner's manual, quick reference sheet, cassette tape. Yes, there was an L500 cassette tape originally in this. Antenna cable, which is not in this. Remote handset, unfortunately, is long gone and missing. Channel indictor number sheet. That's in here. UF VHF um, splitter. It's like this thing that you can attach to an old-fashioned like black and white TV, basically. That's not in here anymore. And a matching transformer and a dust cover. Man, when they sold these things, can I get over more? I'm gonna get over. When they sold these things, brand spanking new, um, they had everything in the box. This was amazing. So when you open up the flaps, you get this guy. This here, this is actually the original dust cover. It at one point in time had some shape to it. It's old plastic, and it would sit over the top of the machine. All pretty like I said, it's not here anymore. It's kind of falling apart. It's kind of old. Uh, and then on the very top here, I know the camera's not looking at you, but you have this little tray, and inside this tray has all the paperwork, and then there's these little stickers for all the channels that you would put in, and just a bunch of like documentation and the owner's manual and all kinds of stuff. Okay, on here. And then I'm gonna see if I can lift this up. But my positioning here is kind of awkward, so please bear with me. I want to lift it up though to try to show you how it's packed in here. Oh, there's unfortunately no remote control. There we go. So it's packed in here like this. Okay, and unfortunately there's no remote control, but it did come with a beta tape, which in order to get it out, you have to plug it in and turn it on. I want to show you what the front of this thing looks like. This is so cool. This thing is so freaking heavy, it's not even funny. I'm pulling out of the box here. It's got two pieces of styrofoam. One on the front, another one on the back. It is. This thing might as well be, well, about as heavy as a freaking Datsun pickup truck. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, it's like made of solid steel, but gorgeous. Take a look at the front of this. What a piece of technology. Let's see. There we go. What a piece of technology. Look at this thing. So it needs to be cleaned. It needs to be detailed. I did turn this thing on. This is a door here that pops up. There is a door here for programming the clock, and a door here for getting like the settings on the color and the hue and that kind of stuff, and as well as tracking and stuff like that. Yeah. So this is pretty cool. Lots of different buttons, controls. This thing is just beautiful. Everything on it works except when you put it in play. So this machine here is it's over 40 years old. I'm gonna set it down because it's so heavy. Oh, it's killing me. This machine is over 40 years old. This is actually, I think, closer to like 46 years old. This is really cool. It is one of, at its time, one of the most expensive machines you could get. I believe this particular machine was almost $1,000 when it was brand spanking new. Um, with anything, it doesn't matter if it's a VCR, it doesn't matter what it is. Any machine that is that old, 40 plus years, that has a belt, a tensioner, has moving parts and that kind of stuff, it needs to be serviced before you put it into operation. So I am going to take some time. I'm gonna see if I can find some new belts for it. I'm gonna replace all the belts, all the pulleys, anything any moving parts that are in here that look like they're kind of worn, torn, damaged, anything like that, I'm gonna replace them, and I'm gonna fix them up before I put this guy into service. And oh my gosh, I am so honored and so thankful to my buddy for giving this to me. It really does blow my mind. Um, and he told me that he's on the hunt. He's looking for another one. He thinks he knows where there's another one, and he says if he finds it, it's mine. So maybe in the next week or two, if I'm lucky, I will have another beta player. So I'll have two. One that I can watch all the time, and then I'll have another one that'll be a backup in case this goes out. Because I'm going to be honest with you, this is a dead, not dying, dead format. This format is deader than a doornail. Sony, actually, believe it or not, from what I understand, Sony was manufacturing blank beta tapes up until like 2006, I think is what it was, or 2016, something like that. And so that's very strange. I don't know why. I don't know if first of all, I don't know if that's true, and if it is true, I don't know why they would do that. But I know the machines haven't been made since like the late '80s. So every single beta machine I can come across, if I can come across it for free or given to me, or heck, even less than $100, I'm going to jump on it and grab it. That is the same with CED machines. If I find a CED machine, I don't care if it's not working, I'm grabbing it. Because, like I said, it's a dead format. They're never going to make these ever again. And I want to make sure that I have, even if it's just replacement parts, I want to make sure I have what it takes. I am freaking in love with the format. The format is so awesome. I never grew up with beta. Beta was long gone before I was a child, before my childhood. I was born in 1980, but we didn't get a VHS machine in our house until like 92, 93. And even then, it was still like a $300 machine. So yeah, it wasn't something that we just had. And these things were, $800 to $1,000. And same with the first VHS tapes or VHS players. They were really expensive. Mm. I know that in the 70s, mid to late 70s and into the 80s, man, you're paying $100 plus, just for one tape. So these things were really expensive. They were not cheap. And but anyways, I'm going to sanitize it. I'm going to clean it. I am going to open her up and replace the belts and everything that's in it. I'm going to get it into tippy top shape, just like I do with my Laserdisc players. And again, that's another format, completely dead. And when I come across a Laserdisc player, boom, guarantee I grab that sucker, whether it's working or not, because they just don't make them anymore. So, anywho, I just wanted to give you something a little extra special. I know I've been rambling. Blah, blah, blah. My voice is starting to go. But I wanted to share this with you because today is like one of those days that only happens once in a lifetime when you get your first beta machine. Um, this is really cool. So, I am really happy to have this VCR. I think it's absolutely awesome. And yeah, so anywho, please don't hesitate. Feel free to let me know down there in the comment section what you think. Do you have beta tapes? Do you collect beta? Is beta a format that you think is worth collecting? Or do you think I'm super crazy and I have a really bad addiction uh, to to physical media? Which I'm not denying. I have a serious issue here. But anywho, I gotta end this video because I'm rambling and it's going on forever, and I gotta put an end to it. So until next time, you guys, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for still watching. I greatly appreciate it. And until next time, you guys, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and bye for now.